Welcome to CumTown Premium, and you guys might have noticed that we don't do theme music anymore. We got rid of it.
Are we going to get different theme music?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't think there's a reason to even have theme music.
What if we just go... like we do it?
I think you can get sued for that, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tim Allen called us and threatened to fuck us in the ass if we didn't stop using the music.
Well, no, so I did Lewis's podcast. He's like, what are you going to do when you guys actually have an audience and you get sued? You know, and I was like, you know, I don't think about things.
yeah, it's called CumTown.
I'm not worried about it. Yeah. It's not like, you know, when the millions of times I got in my car drunk, I wasn't like, what's going to happen when I get pulled over for running over a family? I'm like, no, I just want to have a good time podcasting in my car while drunk, driving around podcasting.
This is the driving episode. We are all intoxicated. We just had a
Shut the fuck up. I'm explaining why we're not doing the theme song. So he goes, Lewis says, he goes, well, what are you going to do when you get sued? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, dude. And then he's like, what do you want for your intro music? And I was like, I guess the home improvement theme. And he's like, all right. And then he just plays it on his podcast. So I don't think, I guess Ari Shaffir just steals copyrighted material every episode. Yeah, he has a different.
Does he make money off his?
Probably.
Does he sell ads?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So my point is, if Tim Allen's listening, sue Ari Shaffir. You know, don't sue it. Or actually, you know what? The podcast is actually produced, and the guy who owns the podcast, I guess, because we never established that, because it is like a sort of a nascent business entity.
Yeah.
Seth Cockfield is the legal owner of the podcast.
Yeah,
we're just employees.
Proprietor.
So we take a cut of the profits, which is 100%, and then Seth is the owner. So
we've negotiated a cut.
So Seth is legally responsible for anything we do on the podcast.
Yep.
So if you want to sue somebody, sue him. That being said, if you want to go ahead and try and produce your own theme music for the podcast, please do. Upload it to wherever. Send it to me. I won't listen to it and I won't respond to your message. So we're just going to go no intro music from now on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that works a little bit better. Adam, do you have coffee going?
I do. Yeah, it's going right now.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Shannon and Manch, LLP, leaders in lawyer development. Interesting that Adam has just mugs from law firms and banks in his apartment. We're in Adam's apartment today. Amber is mad at the podcast boys for doing too much podcasting in Casa del.
Oh no! Now we don't fucking. Now we won't podcast in that fucking cat vomit smelling apartment, dude.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't like leaving my apartment.
Yeah, I know. We know that.
This is an objectively much nicer place to do it.
100%.
Yeah.
We should just do it here or at my place.
That's why Adam's like the worst member of the show, is because his life is so nice.
You do have the best life for sure.
You fuck too much and your apartment's too nice.
What's that? No,
you have the best life for sure.
I don't have a nice life at all.
You have a much better life.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
I have no career in comedy.
You're taller than me and
to New York.
You're taller, you fuck.
I'm marginally taller than you guys. Less strong probably than both
that's
of you.
True.
That's absolutely true.
I lie to girls to have sex with them. I don't know if that's a good
Everyone lies to girls. No one's told the truth and fucked ever.
It's never happened.
Literally
that
ever.
Is true. Yeah.
God didn't even do that. God fucked Mary and pretended he was an old man. He had to lie to Jesus' mom to fuck her.
I actually think what happened is an angel sucked God's dick and spit the cum into Mary's pussy.
Well, that's more of a Greek take on origin myths. The Greeks love that shit. Where it's like, Zeus pretends to be a fucking a goose, and a woman sucks the goose's head, and then the head turns into a dick, and then she spits the cum into like like a puppy's vagina. That's where Hercules comes from.
That is true. That happened. He was a product of a rape, right? Just like Jesus.
Everybody in Greek mythology is like rape.
No, Zeus fucked good. Other people didn't.
Yeah, Zeus would come down and fuck mortals, but Zeus's wife was Hera, and then they produced Ares. So Hercules was like the half brother of Ares.
Yeah, god of war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But Hercules was cuter, and Ares was mad at him.
Yeah.
Everyone liked Hercules.
Yeah, and Kevin Sorbo does.
My knowledge of Greek mythology comes from the show Hercules.
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo.
The show Xena.
Yeah.
And the video game God of War.
Yeah.
What about the Disney movie Hercules?
I didn't see it.
It was pretty good. I mean, it was inaccurate, but pretty good.
I never saw it.
There was one of the characters
it's-
says, "What are those?"
The bad guy. The bad guy.
About shoes.
The bad guy in
where
that
that comes
movie
from,
is.
that meme?
Yeah.
It's what's his name?
Yeah,
The dead guy.
Hades.
Hades,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted to say Herod, but that was
Yeah.
That's a real
What's his
treacherous
story?
Jew in real life.
It's Persephone. Persephone and Hades. Is that the story?
Persephone. Yeah,
she
eats the
pomegranate and goes to hell.
exactly right. You know a shocking amount. Is that from God of War?
No, I think that's from actually reading Greek mythology.
Greek mythology is pretty tight. I used to.
It's
know
cool.
That shit.
Yeah. I remember being a kid and reading it, and it's like, why the fuck isn't the Bible like this?
Yeah,
This
it's
is
so
yeah,
much
it's
tighter.
really
Everyone
shit.
fucks. Everyone
Yeah,
kills
they all have
people.
swords and
Yeah.
stuff.
Everyone has superpowers. Like Ares is a fucking
the
awesome
Bible is
fighter.
nothing but like Jews telling their sons what they can't do until their sons murder them.
I don't know. I like that version better.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
I like
and every once in a
the
while,
mean
God
dad
gets
version.
mad and
Yeah,
fucks everyone
destroys
up.
an entire village. kills an entire village for being gay, for inventing being gay.
Or just like talking a different language that he doesn't understand.
Oh yeah, he got pissed off at because he destroys that tower.
Yeah, 'cause they knew a lot of
He does
languages.
9/11 on the Tower of Babel.
It was the first
Because they
9/11,
invented
yeah.
the Rosetta Stone,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah,
What a piece of shit, dude.
yeah. He was I mean, I like that one.
Well, Greek
a lot
mythology
better.
is great because it's like
They're deadbeat dads.
Well, any kind of like
God is a deadbeat
polytheistic religion, I guess, is they always have imperfect beings as their deities.
Yeah,
So they're like, I mean, I guess not.
It's all Don Drapers. It's all fucking. It's like complicated anti-heroes.
yeah. Cool guys.
Yeah, cool guys that fuck.
Yeah.
And don't take care of their kids.
I guess they do
They
the
all
same
have good
thing with like
haircuts.
saints. That saints is as close as it gets to that.
Yeah, but saints have to be pussies and like good. They used to be cool, and then they come to the church or whatever.
Catholicism is the closest like thing to polytheism because they have the three deities.
Yeah.
The what's
That's
it called?
That's all fucking.
The Holy Trinity.
The Trinity.
But that's
all
not.
Christianity.
They're all the
you
same,
fucking
though.
idiot.
No, that's not all Christianity. First
Yeah,
of
it is.
all, no way.
Yes, it is.
No, Catholics are way
That's
more
like
into
a basic
the mom.
tenet of fucking.
No,
Christianity.
evangelicals think that you can form a connection with God directly.
Yeah,
through
but everyone
prayer.
has the Trinity, bitch.
Yeah, the Holy Trinity.
they
is,
don't.
Don't fuck it. Do I tell you about yarmulkes?
They don't have the Trinity.
Yes, they do.
All right, well, look it up. Watch The Matrix.
I'll watch Matrix 3 Reloaded.
So what's the Neo supposed to be? What's he, Jesus?
Jesus.
He's Jesus, yeah.
It's
Okay.
all a Jesus allegory. You
But
find
isn't
out
that
the
every
third
movie? Isn't every
Yeah,
movie?
Star Wars, fucking.
Well, no, Star Wars is actually an Al Qaeda.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, really, the rebels are supposed to be Al Qaeda.
That's awesome.
Well,
The Empire
yeah.
is
America.
Western civilization.
Oh, tight.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, though, imagine that fucking world. Wouldn't you rather live on a Star Destroyer?
Hell yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Than in the
cool. It
dumb
looks
desert.
cool. And it's like, honestly, I don't understand what they do that's particularly bad. Other than, like, try to
They
kill the
destroy
people that are trying to
planets.
blow up their fucking space station.
No, they
Right.
destroy it. They kill a lot of innocent people.
Isn't that's the argument in Clerks? Is that imagine how many like jobs the Death Star created?
Oh, yeah.
Right,
you know,
right.
and it's like, yeah, so they're not really that bad. We're getting into hackneyed territory.
Yeah, we're summarizing.
When I
Kevin Smith
venture
bits.
outside of Star Wars to comment on the racist characters and which race each one is, then I'm it's theater. I'm not speaking from a place of passion.
yeah,
I only appreciate
Steve.
Star Wars for being
for the racism.
for being the minstrel show that it is.
the Space Minstrel
Yeah.
Show.
A long timey ago in a galaxy old far away. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was never really into Star Wars. I was more of a Star Trek kid.
Were you? I
Yeah.
thought I could have sworn we were doing a podcast and you said you'd never seen Star Trek and you didn't know what the holodeck was.
No, I never said that, actually.
Who was it that I was talking to that they were,
I mean, I know what it was. I wasn't a big Star Trek guy, but I know what the fucking holodeck
No,
is.
there was someone I was talking to. They were talking about Star Trek. Who the fuck was it? Maybe it was like Dan
Do you
Soder
think-
or something.
Do you think you could get hard and put your dick in a holodeck into someone's pussy?
What do you? Yeah,
Like
fuck a simulate. I beat off the porn all the time. Of course, I could fuck
Yeah, basically.
a simulation.
Holodeck is like PlayStation VR.
I'm thinking of the thing where they transport.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe it was Will Menaker.
Dick?
I don't fuck. Who the fuck? It was someone that was like jarring that they were like, yeah. Apparently on Star Trek they had this like fantasy room where you could go in.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, what, the holodeck? And they were
Will
like, yeah.
seems like a Trekkie kind of guy.
Well, I know, but it was bizarre. Whoever they fucking were, I'm like, are you fucking with me? I'm like, because I would get it if you were trying to do a bid and it just sort of fell flat. You would say that. And they're like, no, I had no idea. Which seems like there's people that think they're being funny and they say weird shit like that.
Right.
And it's like, what the fuck? You know, that's not a joke. You're just lying.
Right.
I work with a guy like that. He's always like, you know, I'm like, well, what time will we be done today? And he'll be like, probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh, shit, all right. And he's like,
what a fucking piece of shit. He goes,
Nick, I'm kidding. And it's like, okay, well, half the time it is that fucking late.
Was he the guy that sent the Fry memes, like, to complain about?
No. That guy sucked.
Oh, Fry memes.
Oh, man.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Fry memes and Wonka memes. Those are the best ones. Those together, that's quite a fucking 1-2 combo.
That's the worst part. You become a comedian and you have more of like a discerning understanding of like what, you know, is good, funny, and what is stupid.
Oh,
100%.
And
then you go work a job and people are like, wow, I can't believe you're a comedian because you're like not funny at all. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to talk to you. I want to get through this fucking shitty day with shitty people. I hate working at Papa John's. I wish I was dead.
Also, I feel like
fucking kill myself in the walk-in. I don't want to be here. And then regular people, like, I mean, like, you know, those guys, they'll joke around, and the way they joke around is like that kind of way, like lying.
Right.
And they think it's funny. I worked with, I knew this guy one time, and there was a guy I lived with who was actually, he did comedy for a while. I'm pretty sure he quit, but he's a nice guy. I don't want to throw him under the bus, but not particularly funny. So he goes, you know, we were on our way to this venue that I had never been to, and he was like, this is actually where they shot that Foot Clan scene in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, it's like a skateboard venue, and it's like, you know, that kind of shit. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, you know? And he was like, yeah. And so I'm telling people, I'm like, yeah, we're going to this place. Apparently it's where they like shot the, you know. And then we get there, and I'm like, this isn't the place where they shot it. He was like, you believe that? I'm like, why wouldn't I fucking believe that? He was like, I was
not a joke.
Yeah,
he just presented it as a
zero
fact.
fucking context. You just say anything. I got point over here. I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually the house Sally Fields grew up in. And you're like, really? I'm like, no, idiot. You thought Sally Fields grew up at some point? She's famous, dude. God, why don't you learn how to fucking take a joke?
Sally Fields was, even when she was young, she was like, she looked old. She looked like a
mom.
Hot
was her
mom.
first thing she was a nun? That was like her first thing. The Flying Nun was the first thing she got
She was in the
famous for?
Flying Nun. Was she in Gilligan's Island? No. Boy.
Gilligan's Island was Mort Saul, Donald Sutherland,
Betty White,
Dick Van Dyke, Gary Cooper.
Damn, I would love to fuck Ginger.
Yeah.
Huh, boys?
Ginger was yours? Marianne was mine.
Nah,
I didn't watch Gilligan's Island.
Come on, no.
No, it was never on. It wasn't on. I didn't have cable. So
it was on Nick at Night when I was a kid.
I didn't have that.
I feel like they should have gotten saved, right? It was a 3-hour tour or something like that.
Yeah, they should have gotten saved.
Seems like a dumbass.
It was implausible. Yeah. Who's in it? What was the name of the producer? The guy that like made all that money, the Gilligan's Island money.
I have no idea. I barely know anything about Gilligan's Island. I just know that I wanted to fuck Ginger.
Well, you brought
and
it
also
up as if
Marianne.
it was your favorite fucking show, dude.
Not my favorite show. Just
Tell
a
us
show I
all about
watched
it.
maybe like 8 times as a child, and maybe that's why I want to fuck redheads so much. Maybe it's Ginger. Maybe it's not my 6th grade teacher.
What about Ginger Spice, Jerry Halliwell?
Hell yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was your favorite?
She was my favorite for sure.
Posh, because she was a bitch.
Posh?
Yeah.
Did you want to fuck any of the Spice Girls?
No, not really. I didn't pay attention to the Spice Girls.
Oh, no,
dude.
not me.
What did you? What were the early women that you had crushes on?
Oh fuck. I think I wanted to fuck that girl that went to the Olympics for ice skating.
Tanya Harding? Nancy
no,
Kerrigan?
the Chinese girl.
Oh, Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
No.
Christy Yamaguchi.
Christy Yamaguchi.
Yeah. Or Michelle Kwan. Which one?
Maybe, but I don't know.
But
Yamaguchi was earlier.
Yamaguchi was hotter.
Well, they you could see they were like sparkly shit all over their pussy. When I was in 3rd grade, that did like a lot for me.
Yeah.
It just drew the eye to the pussy.
I wanted to fuck Kelly Bundy.
Oh, of course.
And
you wanted to fuck Kelly Bundy.
I met Christina Applegate.
She looked good?
Yeah. Well, she was older at the time, so no. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck her. Probably like 10 years ago.
You wouldn't fuck her.
I mean, you could tell she wanted to.
Yeah. It was kind of annoying.
That's kind of her MO, is
fuck.
fucking just strangers that happen to be in proximity to her.
Where did you meet her?
The Kennedy Center.
Oh,
she was
okay.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Kennedy Center, fucking, someone, when I was there last, someone crazy. It was like, they were honoring someone, I don't know who it was. I think like Dick Cavett was there. Is he still alive?
I don't know.
He looked old as shit, so I think
Maybe.
he was.
It's so weird that they do comedy there.
The Mark
It
Twain.
sucks.
It's the Mark Twain Prize, right?
Mhm.
That's what they do there?
Yeah.
But the Millennium
But
Station,
no, they
whatever the
do
fuck,
like
sucks.
they do shows there. They
Yeah,
do, haven't you worked?
I
Yeah,
saw
I did
Louis. Yeah, I did a show there once.
Yeah, the
on Millennium
the
Stage.
Millennium Stage is bad for comedy.
Yeah,
It's too big.
It's in the hall. It's by the
Yeah.
bathroom.
That shit sucks my dick. But
Um,
but people
I
think
remember
it's impressive.
in fifth grade we had to go to the Kennedy Center to see like an opera. It's like a field trip thing.
Really?
Yeah, I forget what we saw, but we had this weird Greek music teacher. And it
Oh,
was
hell
like,
yeah.
Yeah, we had to go. It was like at the end of the year they brought us to go see an opera.
I kind
She
of
was
want to
really
see an
into it.
opera like now.
I hated that bitch.
Why?
She just sucked. She was a bitch. We had like a cool music teacher
Oh, you got
prior
the
to
bad
that, and then he like retired or something. Like he was like fun, he'd have like fun with the kids or
Right.
whatever, you know. and,
Yeah.
like, he had like names for all the instruments. He's like, yeah, you know. I mean, he was.
Yeah.
We talked about it before, but he was a homosexual.
Yeah, he's
You don't
definitely
know-
gay as shit.
yeah.
He's, every fun teacher you had in elementary school was gay as shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
You
Mr.
just don't
Laramie.
realize it.
Oh, I shouldn't have said his name, but whatever. But there's this
Yeah.
guy who's just like the funnest first grade teacher. He's like
Right.
singing songs.
Yeah.
And he's like, he took us to see him in Peter Pan or some shit. And he's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, he like comes out in tights. And
Yeah.
I'm like, man, he is so creative and cool.
Yeah.
My mom's like, yeah, Mr. Larry's gay. And I was
Yeah,
like,
no, that's-
what? When
That's
you're
basically
little
what
and
the
you think it's-
situation was. We had a gay music teacher. There was a lot of fucking fun. They replaced her with this Greek bitch, and she fucking sucked dick, dude. She, oh man, so like we had remember box tops for education, where if you bring in,
Yeah, from cereal.
yeah.
So our school had like a goal, like if we got to fucking $2,000, whatever, $500, $2,000, whatever the amount was in box tops, they would there was like a prize,
Yeah.
And so the options were, there was three things that everyone kind of voted on initially as like ballot options, because everything had to tie into like teaching kids about democracy or whatever.
Right, some bullshit.
So, there's a like different, and then there was like a write-in option. So it was like, either the principal kisses a pig or whatever. They get like a fucking pig from a farm, and then she had to kiss it. I think that was the one that ended up winning. The principal ended up kissing the pig. But
Stupid bitch.
yeah. And then there was a couple other ones, but then there was this kid Chris who was like. Me and my friend Anthony, we were like friends with him. We were all on the baseball team together, and we all like sucked. And but like Chris was at like the sort of the bottom of that pecking order in between me, Anthony, and Chris or whatever. And Chris was like kind of like he was just like a dumbass. He was like aloof and like didn't think about shit. So they put out like the ballots of like what you could vote for to happen if we got like the box tops. And so in a write-in space, and these are anonymous. They just hand one to everyone. They're anonymous, and he wrote his name at the top for some reason. And then in the other section, he writes down, "Mrs. Vasilio should jump off the school and kill herself." Like,
Jesus Christ.
and then he erases his name and turns it in, but his name's still like clearly visible. And then he got like suspended and had to like write an apology to the.
That one was probably so sad. She's like some fucking overworked, like single. Because there's so many. There's a specific type of like uptight Greek woman who's like 36, has never fucked because she still lives at home with her fucking parents and shit. And she's probably just like trying to get through the fucking day, and then it's like she sees this shit, couldn't relate to kids as a child, and then as a
now
teacher,
has to be a teacher.
and it's like even now she's getting bullied.
I hated her though.
Well, I had like
I had an Offspring CD that she took from me.
Oh no!
I wasn't even fucking like trying to put it on or anything. I just had it with me, and she's like, "You can't have
this
this."
parental advisory stick.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bitch!
I'm like, my parents bought it for me. I don't know.
Was she that kind? Was she like a spinster, or do you think she have a family and shit, or do you know? Do you remember?
No, I mean, I'm 6. I'm just like, she's a bitch.
Yeah, 6. Okay.
Because I remember, fuck this bitch.
I remember I had a fucking terrible music teacher who I was like, this guy fucking sucks. But it was clear that he was just a fucking loser. He was just he was going through a divorce. I found out later. Yeah. He had a fucking terrible. I was like, why is this guy's hair so stupid? He had the worst wig you've ever seen in your fucking life.
Oh, I had a teacher like that in high school who taught government, and he would wear suits, and there was no reason to wear suits. It wasn't a private school. And he was also a magician. Oh. So he would we're going to start the class with a magic trick. We're going to do one magic trick.
Boo.
Yeah. He was the guy. He was the guy I told this story before about who called the retarded kid professor. I told you that there's a retarded kid in the class and be like, who's got the answer to that? You, professor? No? Okay. I told this story, right?
I think so, but still, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, and he had this piece of shit fucking like a mid '90s Buick Regal where the trunk didn't close, so it was held shut by a bungee cord. Just fucking boom, boom, boom. As he went over, and me and my dad ran into him at the grocery store one time, and he was wearing some shitty, not like a nice tracksuit, but that I don't know what the material is. That real loud fucking
that swooshes,
that swooshy fucking
nylon,
material, tracksuit.
Yeah.
And he had a shopping cart just filled with fucking Velveeta, mac and cheese.
No, dude. A grown ass man. Fucking.
And that whole neighborhood is all just people that have been divorced. It's all fucking, just shitty. Half of them were Section 8 condos, I guess. So he was probably divorced, and he's like, oh, hey, how's it going? And he had this instant reaction when he saw me, where he didn't know what to hide first. So he was just hello.
Just punched you and ran.
Yeah, every part of it was fucking embarrassing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I had a teacher in middle school who first semester we could tell she was going through a divorce, and then she would tell us I'm not living with Rob anymore. And then she'd start talking about her roommate. I guess it was maybe 9th grade. She started talking about her roommate, and then by the end of second semester, she was in a lesbian relationship with her construction worker roommate Jill.
Hell yeah!
And then, but it was so funny because at the beginning of the year, we'd be reading normal books. I
love the lesbians that look like Playmobil figurines.
Oh, this woman
she's well, I'm a construction worker, so I always wear the boots. Yeah. She never takes a utility belt off. She needs everyone to know how much of a fucking lesbian she is.
She had a straight up Jerry curl, blonde Jerry curl mullet. Oh yeah, Jill. And I was on the debate team, so Miss Roberts, the teacher, was also the debate coach, so that's how I knew about her personal life. Mm-hmm. And but in English, the beginning of the year, we were reading Tale of Two Cities, or the books you read in high school. And then by the end of the year, every book was femlit. We were reading The Yellow Wallpaper, Kate Chopin's The Awakening. It was all this is what men drive women to do. They carry babies to term for 9 months, and then they always turn on you. And that there was no such thing as postpartum depression until very recently, and women were in their own prisons. And she was just going absolutely nuts at us, and we were is this going to be on the test? Or? Sorry.
No, I had an English teacher that very fat woman, and she
dude, oh fuck yeah.
She fucking she had we had to read nothing but we read A Raisin in the Sun, and we read a lot of
Britain's book clubs?
August Wilson plays. Yeah, and but then she also had an adopted black son. So she was this is nobody said woke 10 years ago, but she was this fat bitch. She's and I have to explain to my son. But she was a big fat de Blasio.
Oh, she was so
That's
happy.
Right. And me and my friend used to laugh, because I remember my friend was black, and we used to laugh about just her at home, painting her face black as she reads these plays. She's this is me.
I had a teacher
making her adopted son kiss her face.
I had a teacher me and my friend Alex were best friends in high school. I guess we were disruptive, and she fucking hated us, and her name was Kitty Hair, so we used to call her
hair?
pussy hair all the time.
Oh,
like,
yes.
We'd be like, oh, yo, we're in pussy hair's class together this semester. Like, we got the schedules. I remember we sat down one day and she's like, I will not be having this. I will not be having you in the same class. She like gets like red in the face. And so she switched our schedules around. So we just decided to like ignore the schedule switch. So we'd like come to class like in the same, like at the same period every week, and she like literally lost it. She got the administration involved, and then we just lie and be like, I don't know what she's talking about. She's making this up.
How the fuck did that work? How did just claiming a teacher lied work and you got to stay in the same class?
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bitch, but the children are saying that you're lying.
Pussy hair, dude. You fucking bitch. Yeah, she didn't. She only had she had no kids, but she had a dog named Buddha, and she just keep talking about her Buddha.
Jesus.
And
it's so funny how
she's
like
talking about her pussy.
The education system is like filled with so many just adult dumbasses.
Oh yeah, because it's not a valued profession. Yeah, like if you're paid as much as a doctor.
We had an assistant principal in middle school that used to like be like, I'd like to see Omid in my office, please. And then he would call for this kid who would just help him with Final Fantasy VII. He would just play in his office. yeah. Like during lunch, you would help him.
Incredible, dude. Holy fucking
The coolest
shit.
gym teacher in high school was this guy, Coach Cobert, and like we fucking loved him. Everyone loved him. And then like one day there's just fucking news trucks in front of the school.
Oh no.
And yeah, he was fucking his teacher's aide. She was so hot, dude. I can't explain.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's
wrong with that?
What's wrong?
She was
17 years old.
That's
no, she was like a student. Like
Okay.
She had like a period where she was so fucking hot. And then like everyone was like, free Cobert. I would have done it too.
Yeah, dude, there was this one coach who was just like the coolest, smoothest dude. And he was just like, he was the football, he played for he like was in the league for a while, in the NFL for a sec. And then he just like, he coached the track team. He was like a smooth jazz like keyboard guy, just a like distinguished old black dude. And later you just find out that like almost literally every girl he coached on the track team, literally the day they turned 18, he fucked them. Like he was just like, he had like a schedule. He'd date like every single one.
Why the hell wouldn't you? You know, that's my question.
I'm just saying, it's pretty funny.
If the berries are ripe for picking, let's see how the old expression goes.
One time I was a telemarketer in high school.
Where?
I worked for this, literally straight up aided the housing crisis. I worked for a company called American Government Mortgage. It was just like it might as well have been called Official Real Ass Mortgage. Like they're straight up trying to trick dumbasses into thinking the government wants them to refinance. And so I worked for them, and then I looked up the gym teacher's name, like this guy fucking Mr. Small, his name was Cleon. Yeah. And I was like, and I just looked up his number, and I was just like, just because I had gotten somebody else on the football team a job there, and I just got pulled the most childish fucking prank. We just called his house, and we were like, hi, is this Mr. Cleon Small? I was like, is this Mr. Small? And he was like, yes. And he was like, we're calling from like, I think literally like gaysex.com. It was some kind of gay porn site. And I was like, your account is way overdue. You owe thousands of dollars to gaysex.com. He was like, who is this? And I was like, how'd you get this? I was like, I'm sorry, sir, is your username AssMasterCleon7? And that was like the bit. And he was like, who the fuck is this? I think he literally said like, Stavros. It was like he literally said somebody's name. It wasn't mine, but he like yelled at students. He knew it was like a fucking student. And
man, prank calling is so much fun.
It was the best.
I used to do it a lot, but we'd never think of anything that good.
Yeah.
Like, it would just
it's always like, is this Brian? Wait, shut up. You're fucking gay, dude. Sorry, I didn't think of anything else other than
I remember one time, one of the best laughs from a prank call that I ever remember was one time we just prank called a random person, and my friend was like, hey, is this, he's like, who is the guy was like, who is this? And my friend was like, Mike. He was like, Mike who? Was like, Mike Long. And he was like, he looked around and got like this fucking inspiration. He was like, Mike, long dick in your mouth. And we all lost it. We're like, ah!
Mike,
that's the level of fucking.
That's such a bad joke.
Michael told me when he was in college, there was every dorm, they didn't have internet, but every dorm had a phone, and you could like call random numbers, and it was untraceable. And he called one girl up once, and it was like she like picked up, and he couldn't think of anything. He goes, "I'm gonna kill you."
My favorite Michael story.
I'm gonna kill you.
He told me it was like when he was like 13, he was hanging out with friends in the woods, and then they pulled out cigarettes and started smoking them, and he like got scared and ran away. Like just sprinted away from the group of them smoking cigarettes.
Because of cigarettes.
Well, like running away, not just being like, "No, thank you."
Oh fuck, dude! I was scared of weed
so much.
Yeah, he's funny guy.
Too bad he's dead.
Yeah, he died, dude. He got killed by the police after threatening that poor woman.
That was
yeah. I should do more prank calls.
Yeah, why not? I would like a nice prank call.
It's funny shit.
We
classic.
called this girl in high school or middle school, and we were like, "Is this Haley?" And she was like, "Yeah." We were like, "Would you wear shoes if you didn't have feet?" And she was like, "No." Then we're like, "Then why do you wear a bra?" And then she cried and got the school involved. My friend David got in trouble.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was so mean.
Why'd you burn her for having little titties?
She was a bitch, to be honest.
Okay,
she was really mean, but
You know, it'd be cool to like accuse girls of not having pussies.
then why do you wear underwear?
Yeah, why do you wear underwear? Yo, I heard Stephanie doesn't even have a pussy.
She's like a Ken doll down there.
Yeah, she's completely smooth. What's up, Stephanie Smooth Pussy? Shut up, I have a pussy. Stop telling people I don't have a pussy, bitch.
That would be cool. That would be truly cool.
Yeah, so I'm worried that there's going to be a drop off in the audience of this podcast after the election. You know?
Oh yeah, we are pretty political.
I mean, that's why people listen. You know, they need help deciding. You know, they're like, "Who the fuck is this? Who's this? Why is this Hillary bitch can't stop sending emails?"
Is this the last
This
one
bitch
before
loves
the
emails,
election?
It's probably, yeah, it is. This is
Yeah.
the last.
Oh well, we have to fucking
You gotta
It's
go.
We have to do a
It's not
recap.
the last one. What are you talking about?
Sunday, and then the election's Tuesday, and then the next episode is Wednesday. This one's going up Sunday.
Saturday.
On Sunday, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
No, the election's the 8th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Tuesday.
Oh, this is the last one before
This is
the
the
election.
last one before the
We have
election.
to do our big recap.
Well, first of all, I'm firmly with her. Nick is Trump, and Stav's undecided, right?
I'm undecided still.
Yeah,
I haven't.
so-
I'm not voting for Trump.
We,
I'm not voting for anybody.
Guys, sway me. Which one should I vote for?
I think you should.
I think you should write in the N-word. If people want to say that this country is becoming racist, you know, oh, look at all these people voting for Donald Trump. It proves how racist this country is. Let's show them really how racist.
be real racist.
Let's fucking
Yeah.
vote the N-word into the White House.
yeah.
The word, not a specific
who gets
guy.
to be the president if the N-word
Yeah.
wins?
I love that, like, in 2008, like, the Obama inauguration, people selling shirts with, like, Obama and MLK shaking hands.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says, dream achieved. And then 8 years later, it's like, well, there's a white supremacist. Fucking just completely backfired.
I remember, living in DC for 08 was like really fun, and then it was disappointing 6 months later. But there's a dude selling T-shirts on the street, like the bootleg T-shirt market in DC.
Oh my god!
Around inauguration was amazing. There's this one dude selling T-shirts that just said the Black House on it. It was it was a picture of the White House black. It was
My
so
favorite
fun.
one was a bedazzled one where it wasn't MLK. It was like it was literally, I think, Tupac.
Yeah.
I think it was like Tupac.
There's
and, like,
a lot of
there
them.
was so many.
There's one
of
where
them.
it's like Obama's got boxing gloves on. There's like rhinestones in the boxing gloves, and then Floyd Mayweather's there.
Frederick Douglass is hanging out at
the
ringside.
Black House.
Yeah, it's Obama knocking out Frederick Douglass.
Oh man. Well, yeah. I mean, I just think that
actually, you know what the best one was? Now that I think about it, the Obama as the Scarface.
Oh, yeah,
as the
that's-
Scarface
yes.
poster, Obama, because it's like that's Cubans, and it wasn't even a Cuban guy in that role.
No,
and also
Italian.
like, Scarface dies. Like he fucking gets gunned down.
Yeah, Scarface is
ultimately
a bad
failure
guy. Yeah.
and a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. It's a bad movie. I don't understand why people like it so much.
Yeah, we've covered that.
Yeah, we have.
But you know what? After watching it again, it's like it's a bad movie, but it's a bad movie because people like it so much. Like in the grand scheme of things,
it's pretty
so
fun.
many. It's okay. It's
Well,
not
no
fun.
one
It's
that
kinda-
really likes it is like, well, it's bad, but Brian De Palma's doing some interesting stuff. They like it because it's like guns, coke, fucking.
Yeah, I'm better than those guys because I do irony,
Yeah,
which is a lot different than actually
liking anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's true. It is very liberating to be able to not like anything.
Yeah.
You know, that's a very freeing.
Yeah. That's why
proposition.
I can't go to sleep without white noise or I'll accidentally hear my real thoughts.
Do you think Trump is like the original irony boy? Do you think he like started
No, of course
believing
he's
it?
not. He's not the original anything.
No, he sucks. He doesn't believe in anything.
He's an idiot. He really is.
He's
He's
not
a,
ironic.
he's a dumb guy. People give him too much credit for being
No, he
calculating
sucks
and
as a
shrewd.
guy. As a politician, he's great.
He really is
fun.
incredible.
Yeah.
He's
He's a lot of
But you're
fun.
judging him by those standards. It's like, when people are like, Michelle Obama is so beautiful. It's like, is she?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
If she was
dude.
walking down the street, you wouldn't do a double
never
take.
in your life.
Well,
And you
she's
know what?
hotter than
it's
like
mostly
Lady
like,
Bird
you know
Johnson.
what it is?
Yeah,
You know?
I
She
think
doesn't
I think
the
a lot of that
competition
too.
isn't that stiff.
It's fucking like
Hillary?
I have
you
some
hear
pretty
the
stiff.
people that are all about how beautiful fucking Michelle Obama is. It's usually like white girls that like are just sort of addressing some kind of internal racism they have about black women not being attractive, so they have to reiterate over and over again. She's like the most beautiful woman in the world. And it's like, you don't really think that. You're
Like, she's
overcompensating for the fact that you don't actually think that at all.
Right. She's a hot, like 50-something woman who dresses nice. Like she puts it all together. She's also rich as hell. Like being rich makes you hot. That's why like whenever every famous person is hot.
She dresses nice. She seems like a good mom, I guess. I don't know. I know now that it's out in the open, I know a girl that smoked weed with their kid, Malia.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Who?
Should I say? I can't say.
Yeah,
it.
you can say it.
person's name.
You brought it up.
That girl Jessie. She smoked weed.
Who the fuck is Jesse? I don't know Jesse.
A person named don't get bullied by Nick. What the fuck's going
I'm
on?
not gonna say
What
her
the
name.
fuck- What are you saying?
She smoked weed with the president's daughter. It's pretty cool. I think it's cool if you could be the president's daughter in the White House and smoke weed.
There's never been a
Bush
single
twins were sucking
hot.
and fucking.
There's never been a single hot politician other than that. The Israel Nazi. What's her name?
She's fire.
Ayelet.
Ayelet
Shaked.
Shaked.
Yeah, she's hot, but really
But
only in that
she's
one
really not that
picture.
hot. It's that one picture.
There's one
yeah.
picture where she's fucking banging.
It's like the Ukrainian lady with the Princess Leia braid.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, actually, the president of Ukraine's real hot. And then
Yeah.
it's just in that one picture.
Right, yeah.
And then also the Argentine, this is something I've studied extensively, who's hot and also the head of state.
Yeah.
The Argentinian lady looked all right.
There's probably like Congress women that are hot.
no,
Nah.
none of them,
Nah.
not a single one.
That's the funniest thing is like when
There
you watch the
definitely are.
state, when you
No,
watch
there
the
isn't,
state,
dude. I mean, like we've
I
gone.
would
over
kind of
this.
smash. I would kind of smash Nikki Haley.
I would do Giffords, but only like while in the emergency.
Oh
room.
my God,
Immediately.
Nick.
Okay.
oh my God. The lady that got
Gabrielle
shot in
Giffords.
the head. And now she's like, they like fucking parade her out every time they want to
Yeah.
get a standing ovation. They're like, look,
oh,
she's
yeah.
not dead.
I
And
would only
she's
do, I would only do it with
retarded now.
with her sexy new accent that she has.
She can't like. Her husband was an astronaut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a different kind of astronaut.
Oh yeah, I'm about to blast off
Yeah.
into where though?
I'm trying to. Yeah, the eagle has landed, and by the eagle, I mean my fucking dick and balls.
That's. I mean, when
This
you
is one small dick for a man, one giant leap for my fucking criminal record.
when you watch the
Committing
State of the
rape.
Union.
Committing rape with a woman who was shot in the head.
when you watch the State of the Union, though, like it is.
First of all, I don't watch State of the Union.
I mean, I don't
Because
watch
comes on
it every
during
year.
sports, and guess what I'm watching instead? That's right,
MMA.
dude. I'm watching MMA. I'm watching fucking karate happen, dude. I'm paying-
no.
Even if it's not on, I'm paying homeless people to fight.
I
I'm
watch
a real man.
the second XXX State of the Union.
Is
Whenever
that the one with
State of
Ice
the-
Cube?
Yeah, with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't fuck Nikki Haley, by the way. I take that back.
She's whack, yo. She's ass. Yo, so
she's
basically, when you watch the State of the Union, it's fascinating to see, like, literally Obama and maybe Paul Ryan are the only good looking people in the entire race.
Martin O'Malley's in a
Martin O'Malley looks
smashed, dude.
Yeah. And Mitt Romney's in a track.
There are so many fucking Muppets, though.
Yeah.
That in elected office, like fucking John Kerry looks literally like a Frankenstein.
Yeah, he looks like dog shit, dude.
How the hell? Like, if you think it's like a how the hell? Ted Cruz is the ugliest person I've ever seen in my
Mac
life.
Tonight started melting. That's what John.
Yeah, oh damn.
It's fun to do.
There's bitches in the world that are hot, dude. I'm looking at it right now.
Hottest heads of state.
Is this who you guys were talking about?
The Argentina lady.
Is that her?
She looked good.
Merkel's hot.
She's sturdy.
Yeah. Hillary looked good.
Oh, Mara Carfagna from Italy. Oh, there's some dude in here.
I bet Merkel's got some serious cankles.
The mayor of Rome is fine as fuck.
Alina
and she's like
Kabeva in Russia.
She's
Hey, oh wait, Palin. You guys wouldn't fuck Sarah Palin?
Oh, I would fuck.
Oh wait, Palin.
I fuck Lisa Ann, dude.
No, she's like in that same category as
what's her name? Vagina ravioli.
Raggy vagina.
Yeah, she looked good.
Nah, Palin.
Nah, she looks like
shit. Get smashed.
What do you mean she looks like shit?
I mean, she looks okay. Again, it's like you're judging on this politician scale.
Of course.
This is getting really misogynistic. I would like to say that I would fuck every woman in the world in the mouth and ass.
I agree. Yeah,
because you know what? That's
just the mouth and
that
ass.
Fucking Matt McGorry retard on Twitter. The fucking
who is that guy?
He's from Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah, he plays the not rapist security guard or fucking corrections officer.
Corrections officer.
Oh yeah, the woke corrections officer. But that dipshit, he posted some picture the other day. He's reading like a book by the fireplace. It's like How to Eat Pussy or whatever. And it's like, man, this is so fucking transparent. I mean, I guess he always has been, but
that's terrible.
Yeah.
I literally have that joke.
Didn't he get a tat of the female reproductive system with his dad? They both got vagina tattoos together?
Yeah, not vagina, fucking...
like uterus.
Uteri.
Well, that's synonymous.
Yeah, you want a fucking uterus?
The uterus is actually a myth. The vagina and the asshole are the same tube.
It's true. That is true.
It's feminist bullshit, this idea that women have kids and they're responsible for doing it. It's actually the man that has the kid. Mm-hmm. The woman doesn't do shit. They're just trying to take credit for everything.
That is
an interesting
true.
The man gets pregnant and then the woman just decides to get fat as shit for 9 months because she's got an excuse.
Oh, that was like one of my favorite jokes in middle school.
Brings the baby.
That
the male stork, by the way.
Stork. Well, the female.
We used to be like
having wine with her stork friends.
Yeah, not earning a living. He's out delivering babies. She's at home spreading rumors,
gossiping,
staining her beak purple,
fucking getting old as shit, losing value in society. Eventually, nobody wants to look at her legs. She tries to stay in shape, but it just makes her look worse. It's all sinewy. Like a pissed off skeleton. Walking around looking like beef jerky. This bitch got Slim Jims for legs. Who the hell dried out my cigars? Oh, that's that bitch leg. Look at he laughing. My man laughing because he know. He know. He's seen the bitch legs be looking like some fucking Slim Jim.
He laughing.
Woo,
because he know.
Look at him.
Look at bitch legs so old they look like they got cartoon stink lines on them.
He laughing because he know. We've been talking about this for days, but that's one of the best ones, dude. That's on there in terms of tricks as like, look at that tight ass shirt. He laughing because he know. Oh, we'll get a second laugh out of any terrible crowd work. If you combine those two, that's if you call someone's shirt little as hell and then say she laughing because she know to his girlfriend, standing O.
Yeah. How many more things do you think we're going to have to talk about
on this podcast?
On the totality of this podcast,
we're fucked. Yeah, we're
fucked.
Yeah, we got to start getting guests or something who are interested.
At a certain point, we're just gonna hang out and just hold microphones plugged into nothing.
Yeah. Well, I like that. Everyone's like, I was like, I'm going to start a podcast, and people were like, well, what's it going to be about? I'm like, it's fucking retarded. You don't need to have it. It's just, you are a comedian. You should just have a podcast. No one's going to listen to it.
Right.
Yeah, and then fucking friends just say,
that's what I thought.
Oh, yeah, good job doing all the dumb shit we're supposed to do. It's like a fucking website or whatever. Yeah. And then overnight it became the most successful podcast of all time.
40 million downloads.
Yeah.
Literally last hour.
And then... and
most of them illegal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people are stealing the shit.
Stop pirating our shit, bitch. I'm gonna call the fucking internet police on that ass.
Yeah,
we'll backtrace that ass.
Well, we'll do nothing of the sort. If you can figure out how to steal it, go for it. I'd say because I don't understand how you can. Support,
I got a chip.
I don't understand how you can.
Every download.
You can be like a free speech advocate and believe in intellectual property rights.
Yeah, of course. You can't own ideas.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's literally the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah,
we have some serious ideas,
but don't steal our shit. We're poor as fuck. We live in New York. Please, student loans.
Yeah,
my dog's starving.
Some guy was like, "How's this podcast making $40,000 a year? That's almost double my salary." And it's like. Man, don't reveal that about yourself.
Broke bitch.
Like I was literally unemployed for the most of last year, and I still somehow made like $20,000.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I didn't work. I didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. You do nothing. You drive a truck 4 times a year, and you make that much.
Idiot.
You drive a truck badly 4 times a year. I might add. I'm very bad at driving that truck.
And they keep hiring you.
They do.
Truck boys, baby.
It's easier than finding somebody else.
So I guess we should talk about that movie Sully. People want to know about it. What's going on with this film? Welcome to the movie review segment of CumTown. Sully is a action comedy drama starring Tom Hanks.
Comedy.
I call it dramedy. That's something I call that.
Reprising his role as Captain Phillips. In a movie where one man, one plane, one dream, one question, one pilot,
one pirate,
question mark. Pirate? Question mark.
2 titties.
Asian pilot. Is the pilot actually an Asian pilot?
Wow, I thought of a really funny Asian joke just now.
Well, it's like
they can't tell the difference between pirates and pilots.
That's what I was literally saying. So you didn't think of it.
God damn it,
I'm
dude.
saying something.
He just said it.
You're a fucking abject retard, dude.
At first, I didn't believe Nick when he said that you did this.
I did that as a bit.
I was like, "There's no way."
I do it as a bit. It's a bit. It's actually like a really.
Adam will just repeat the exact same joke.
You're like, we're making eye contact as I'm saying it. Wait, just started this.
Yeah, it wasn't even. I'm sorry, I didn't improve.
Anyhow, we got to review the movie. That's why
I'm sorry.
People are listening. They want to know what the fuck is going on with this movie.
Should we just play the clip?
Yeah. No,
roll the clip.
No, don't.
Roll the clip,
don't fucking sign me up for more editing shit I have to do.
No. Roll the clip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Turner Classic Movies trademark presents Sully.
Oh, I'm Sully and I'm gay.
It's me, your co-pilot, Jack Coolington.
And I'm the flight attendant.
And I've had sex with her. I've had sex with that mannish flight attendant. Because I'm the coolest guy on the airplane.
Don't... fuck. Don't it... fuck. I'm trying to do Boston.
It's coming out of Australia.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That'd be great if in Spotlight there was one guy that's like, "Crocky, all these priests done buggered the little boys." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm acting, mate.
I'm acting.
I'm a professional actor.
I'm acting. Bring. Oh, I'm gay. Oh, I'm a gay Irishman. I've never had sex with a woman.
I fuck my dad. I'm gay. Oh, that's why we love rainbows. We were the first gays. He's the Irish. You know, they say in the 1800s the Irish were the original faggots.
We're the gays of Europe.
Back then, the Irish were the faggots of Europe. Oh, I love a big juicy meaty cock.
We came over on ships.
That's funny. I love when you go. That's my favorite shit. Going
they said, You're the fags of Europe.
Yeah, they go to the Tenement Museum, all those like Irish need not apply things.
Yeah, shut up.
I would love to just gather a group of people and just see if I can sneak them out of there and be like, we're going on a tour now, guys. You know, this neighborhood was completely Irish, and back then the Irish, they were like the faggots of America. You know, so imagine how you think about now, just these guys running around, pausing each other up, getting AIDS. That's what syphilis was like for these papist pieces of shit. These disgusting fucking mix coming into this country. Excuse me, ma'am, don't interrupt me. Okay? Do not interrupt me.
This is her story.
Do you see my fucking vest? I am paid to be here by the city as an authority on the Irish in New York.
Honestly, fuck every Irish person that's like, we know what it's fucking like. It's like, dude, it was bad for 7 minutes, maybe. Like 7 years, it was probably tough to be an Irish person.
Well, it was never worse than it was for blacks.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they tried to say that it was just
and
as
then
bad.
in one generation, they all get to be cops. Like, it just happened.
Well, they basically invented the police force. They all came over, just like the, Italians invented the American obesity problem.
That's true.
They came over here and they're like, what if we fucking eat too much? What if we become a fat piece of shit?
I feel like there aren't fat people in Italy. I feel like that's an Italian.
Oh, yeah, it's
yeah,
an
but
Italian
they invented breadsticks.
Something happened on the ship.
Cheesy bread.
No, basically there was one ship carrying all the fucking Italian immigrants to America, and the ship
collided.
It didn't collide, but basically it got stranded in the Bermuda Triangle on the way here, and they all tried to eat the fat guy, but he overpowered them, and he ate the rest of the Italians. And so he got to America, and it was up to him to repopulate, create the Italian American population. Yeah. So luckily, he was still digesting all the people, and for a long period of time on the ship, because he didn't know how long he was going to be lost at sea. Instead of just outright eating people, he tied them down, he actually, that's where the cement shoes came from. He encased everyone's feet in cement, and then he would suck off all the men and eat the cum. And so
for sustenance.
Well, yeah. He was living off so that became like an Italian tradition, is to live off of semen out on the. So he was eating all the cum, and then eventually he ate the people, and he got to America, and he had to create new people. So he threw up all the cum into
a pussy.
Well, his own ass.
Oh.
Which had female reproductive organs in it, which is another feature of Italians, is that
they have both.
None of the men have actual assholes. They just have vaginas.
Yeah.
Where their asshole should be.
So they can't shit. Wow. They actually just puke out.
So was that throw
shit.
up? Was that cum throw up? Was that what Alfredo sauce is?
That's what Alfredo sauce is. And so that's where all Italian Americans come from, is this morbidly obese man barfing cum into his own pussy ass.
Yeah.
And that's the history of Italians
in America.
in America.
Giovanni Ribisi, right?
Yeah, it was Giancarlo Portapati.
Yeah. This is the history of our city that we live in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know. Honestly, I hadn't heard that before. Today.
Yeah. So
and then where the mafia? How did that play
out of his ass?
It came out of his ass.
Everything came out of this one guy's ass.
The Cosa Nostra came just pouring out of his ass. Paulie Walnuts, like they all just came out of his ass.
Well, Cosa Nostra, that's actually Italian for black semen.
Oh.
Yeah, Cosa means cum and Nostra means black.
Yep.
Oh.
So everybody who's in the mob, they all suck off, they would get the special kind of Moorish semen that made them, sort of embrace
athletic,
crime.
More athletic
and
embrace crime.
Yeah.
So like a North
cheat
African
on their wives.
semen.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's what
it's making
Othello was about, the Shakespeare play.
Yeah.
Well, I don't read books.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a book, it's a play.
And I especially don't read plays. That's the gay version of books, which
that's
are
a gay
already
book.
Gay.
A play is a gay book.
Yeah.
That was a great little lesson.
Yeah.
So the mafia, so all this stuff came out of the guy's ass.
Yeah. Mafia is actually it's shortened over the years, but it doesn't stand for La Cosa Nostra. But Italian guys would come over to these gangsters. They would go around New York and they'd be like, hey, my friend, fuck me in my fucking ass. And it became my fucking ass, my fucking ass, my fucking ass. Mafia. You know,
my fucking.
So that's where it comes from.
It starts from my fucking.
Yeah.
Ass.
So they would be soliciting sex,
gay sex specifically.
Yeah, that was the original crime. That's why it's called the original sin. It's Italian men going around trying to pay other men to have sex with them.
Do you know that there's never been a gay Italian guy ever? I read that. You know who told me that?
In Italian. Yeah,
I was gonna guess Recine.
Well, that's basically where Italians come from. So
that's good, man. I didn't know that shit.
Yeah. Well, it's like they've never made a movie about that, and I feel like that could be Scorsese's next project.
Yeah, I mean, you hear like you see movies about good fellas, you see movies about Godfathers, but you don't really see movies about this guy puking up all this cum and
what Rolling Stones
into another man's
do you
ass.
think Scorsese would use while he's shitting out cum?
Brown people,
white sugar.
White sugar. Yeah.
Pie sugar, the way it makes my hair so fine. Oh, pie sugar. Yeah. Getting paused up. Bug chasing.
Did you guys ever?
I was talking about that. Bug chasing is a fetish. I kind of was looking into this the other day.
Oh, people that try to catch AIDS.
People try to catch AIDS, but it's such a bizarre fetish to me.
Is that a real thing? I feel like
it's a real thing, but it's like you only get AIDS once.
Yeah,
that's like a one-shot fetish.
Can't you get different kind of strains? Can't you get like super AIDS?
That's what somebody said to me on Twitter.
There's a thing now you could just take and not get AIDS. Prep,
but it doesn't. It actually is. It's like antibacterial soap, where it's just creating this fucking one super resistant strain of AIDS.
Damn.
Oh my god! So there's gonna be super AIDS.
There's gonna be super AIDS. Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Who do you think is gonna be the first guy to get super AIDS?
Who's the gayest guy alive?
No, the first guy to get super AIDS. Shit. Brandon Wardell.
Yeah, probably. That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah,
I don't know. We give him a hard.
I did ask who the gayest man alive is.
Yeah.
Dude, wouldn't that be so annoying? He's like, I have super AIDS. I have to do Conan by the end of the week, before I die.
Yeah,
and everyone's gonna be like, oh, here's a Kickstarter to get Brandon on Conan because he has super AIDS.
What up, fam? I'm dying of AIDS.
Anyway, I went to a Justin Bieber show the other day.
He would still be doing that. His last week on Earth. He'd be going, I went to a Sprite remix party sponsored by fucking Hamtaro, and I met the bitch from I don't know. I don't watch the Disney Channel. I don't know how the fuck he knows all these people
because he watches it.
30 years old, still watching fucking Hannah Montana or whatever it is.
He's 20. What is he? 24. He is. I forget that he is young, like a little bitch. But the point is,
he's not that young.
Fuck Brandon.
He's the age I was when I started bitching about how young he was. So he's not fucking young anymore.
It's true.
I would love for Brandon to go like bald or some funny old thing.
Yeah,
like to happen to him.
Well, he already had one old thing happen to him. He's rich. It's an old thing that happens.
Should we rob him the next time we see him?
Let's do it.
I'm down.
How much money do you think we could steal from Brandon?
He's spent it all.
Huh?
He spent it all on like Uber and candy.
Yeah,
he does get a lot of. He like orders
candy.
like every flavor of seltzer.
Yeah.
Just like that's what his seltzer budget is more than rent.
Yeah,
dude, he doesn't keep cash on him though, so I don't know how we could rob him.
No, he'd find a way to rob us. Can I split this Uber with you?
Yeah. Wait. Did you see that video of the baby laughing slowed down?
Yeah,
Sounds just like him.
Yeah, that's exactly him.
Man, I am fucking beat. I don't know how to podcast this week.
No, we did good. This was
fun,
okay.
dude. We talked about bad teachers.
It was better than that last one. That last one was a piece of shit.
I'm glad we did this.
I might upload it anyways as like a bonus.
This was bad.
Don't upload it.
Why? Why the fuck not? There's shit. I think there might have been something on there that was okay.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't
You're
matter.
right.
It's not like it's embarrassing.
If it's bonus, then like they're already getting one that we could say.
It's not like we had a dick measuring contest and the ruler won.
That's true.
Yeah, we had one and I won, but it got edited out by accident.
Oh, Sav and I were talking about
how big my dick
about
is.
the surgery.
Oh yeah, dude. As soon as you can get a realistic big ass.
I really don't want a big dick.
Shut up, dude.
I feel like a man of the people with my tiny peen.
I bet your dick isn't. Here's something annoying. I bet your dick isn't even that small.
No, it's fine.
I bet it's kind of meaty, unfortunately.
It's got a little meat to it. Especially, well, you know what makes it look bigger is that I'm so skinny. You know?
True. Yeah, I gotta fucking lose weight for my dick's sake. I wonder if I could just
the perspective.
If I could just lose weight around my dick.
I was watching a video of a. You say if only I could, as if losing weight is like not a thing people.
It's
can
impossible.
do.
I'm too busy. I got too much on my plate.
I'm too busy eating. I have all these. An alarm goes off on his phone. I was, whoops! I gotta get that new Gordito Crunch Wrap.
I can't wait till Hollywood is like run out of babies to play Spider-Man. They're like, we need a bald one, and like Stav comes back 6 months later ripped. We need like a bald, nearsighted Spider-Man.
I would love to fucking get ripped for a project.
Yeah, it's funny is you would look pretty awful if you weren't fat.
I think I would look very cute.
I think fat suits you.
Yeah,
I just never not been fat. There's no
you
way
wouldn't
to know.
be. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to pull off.
I mean, you'd look like your brothers, basically, right?
First of all, I would be cute as hell at any weight. I love myself.
You would look like absolute shit.
And I'm not going to let you fucking bully me and my body.
Your brothers are cute.
My brothers are cute.
And they're kind of svelte.
Yeah,
you know, they're not like...
Nick is in good shape.
He's like a PhD in PE, right?
Yeah, he's got his like masters in working out.
Ooh, my man said he's a push-up doctor. My man said he done read a book on pushing up.
But yeah, I agree. I would look good. Thank you, Nick. Anyway, what else do we guys?
No, I said you would look bad.
I said you would look good.
Yeah, I would look good. We all agreed. So anyway,
I wonder how Adam would look real fat. I'm kind of the Goldilocks of the crew. I'm perfect. I'm right in the middle.
You mushy little
bad
bitch.
posture and
stomach cancer.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so glad that not only can I not renew my Medicaid, but the penalty for not having it doubles this year.
I can't wait.
What is it? $700?
It's like $900 something is the maximum penalty. It's assessed like monthly. So I had health insurance for half the year, so I'll pay.
Why can't you just say you had health insurance all year? How would they know?
Because it's reported to the. Oh, I guess I could. I could lie.
You could just lie. I think people do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well. Because fuck them, dude. Honestly, fuck them. Fuck the government, dude.
I'm not paying for Hillary's drones, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for his drone.
Well, you know what I don't want to pay for is, like, speaking of bug chasing, it's like there's just people out there that just do that. And, like, that pissed me off. I was, like, thinking about it, and it's like, all right, well, then that does kind of annoy me when I can't afford fucking health insurance. And I have to pay this penalty to support people.
I'm sure that the impact
trying to get AIDS is pathetic.
How many people do you think?
The impact of
literally hundreds of millions of people.
The impact on the healthcare market has been devastating.
Yeah,
by bug chasing.
I wish Trump would bring that up, dude. If that could be his last minute thing.
The Mexicans.
Oh, by the way, bug chasers. Do you know about this? And then that's where he leaves us.
Someone said it's real.
Has he done anything like real homophobic yet?
No,
not really. Right?
No.
God, that would be awesome.
He's
he
gay.
Really hasn't talked shit.
He is kind of gay.
He is. He's super gay, dude.
Yeah.
Everything's fabulous and
wonderful,
fantastic and wonderful.
Lives in a gold ass
and
house.
He's a bitch. Like when he's mean, he does it in like a bitchy kind of way.
He rolls his eyes.
He rolls his eyes. He's like, she's a very nasty woman.
Yeah, that is exactly.
What a nasty woman. By the way, Hillary, I know you're speaking, but what a nasty woman.
I was laughing with somebody the other day about how funny it would have been when she was like,
with us.
In fact, I like to call it trumped up trickle down. If he was just like, that's the gayest shit I've ever heard.
It's very gay.
Yeah. Not even like that. He's like, that's fucking stupid.
That's so fucking gay.
Yeah.
Who came up with that?
I don't know why he didn't think to do that. Come on, Donnie.
He's not sharp. He's not
one. He used to be.
Dude, the Republicans, I guess the other guys were easier to stooge around.
I think
little Marco.
If Anthony Weiner has fucked this up so bad.
He hasn't. Relax.
Yeah. Nobody cares. Wins. We learned that over the summer. Nobody gives a shit about
the FBI probe?
Nobody cares. Nobody fucking gives a shit.
His polls have gone up 6 points.
So what?
Since the scandal.
That shit always
I don't think people fucking care.
No one gives a fuck.
Nobody cared over the summer. One of those Podesta emails could be like, we're all go for Operation Murder Vince Foster. And people would be like, wow, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
And then
people would be like, Slay Queen.
Yeah. I'm so glad that she murdered. I would love to murder. Did you see the fucking Lena Dunham and the rest of the girls cast did an enactment of the Stanford victim's letter?
What?
Yeah, the Stanford rape victim. I guess Lena Dunham had to make a video where they read it because
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It didn't have enough impact on its own. We gotta get some Lena Dunham in there so people really understand.
God damn it, dude!
Scary, very scary.
Man, that shit is just like Lena Dunham. Just like you're just rich. You're just a rich person whose parents were fucking connected in the industry that you work in. You're not particularly talented. It's fine. Girls is fine, I guess. But your whole fucking life, you've had every advantage in this shit, and you just make this. It just like stop fucking. Why the fuck does Lena Dunham keep getting shit, dude? She's annoying.
You know what
she's
the
rich.
worst part of it is? Yeah. Is that people say she's a comedian. She's not funny.
Yeah. Well, nobody knows what a fucking comedian is.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that don't do stand-up that I would regard as comedians. I don't think you have to do stand-up.
I would. I'm a snob about that shit.
She's just not a comic.
Whatever, dude. Fuck Lena Dunham.
Yeah, honestly, it's the bravest thing in the world to go on stage. If you don't have the courage to do that, then you don't deserve to be called a comedian. I love when people get all territorial about comedy that way. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up here.
Cool.
I think, folks.
Yeah, we did it. This is fine.
Yeah, it's all right. We had a couple of good weeks. A lot of, I'll be honest with you, a lot of your cards got declined. All right? I understand, I was a pizza man myself for a long time. But there was one thing I did spend my money on when I was a pizza man. I made sure I had money for it. It was my Xbox Live account. And this is the same thing as Xbox Live. If we're talking about, it's fun, it's online, it's racist. This is basically Xbox Live. So don't fuck it up. Yeah,
and listen, the quality is dipped because those cards got declined. We could have done a good ass episode, but until those get back up, we're not going to be as funny.
Don't worry, I'm gonna pull Ace out of my fucking sleeve, and I'll like call somebody as Seth Dickfield.
Yeah,
that'll be the premium. That'll be the actual premium, like we did when we did Too Much Blow, and that episode sucked a dick.
Yeah.
And then I had to do a thing to make it better.
Yeah, you did the Dickfield.
I'd like to do. By the way, why can't I get in on this Blow episode?
It was a few months ago.
We're just worried about your health, dude.
Dude, I'm healthy, dude.
What if we just gave him Fun Dip and told him it was cocaine?
This is the best cocaine I've ever had. Do you guys have any more?
You got to use the stick.
Well, that's it for this week, boys, and probably mostly boys and 3 women.
There's a couple. We got a couple of dames,
a couple of broads,
a couple of cum dames,
a couple of holes.
Everyone's a cum boy.
Yeah. No, this is a gender safe space.
Absolutely.
If you're a woman, shout out to your pussy or whatever. Thanks for giving me something for argument's sake to say the show's actually not misogynistic. There's
still is misogynistic.
There's a couple of them, one or two maybe. And we'll see you. Same time next week, plus or minus a day or two. Goodbye.